It seems like whatever the headlines are saying these days, they're portraying what's going on between GameStop and AMC and this whole short squeeze thing as a battle between Wall Street and Reddit. Well, we know by now that it's so much more than that. It's not just one group on Reddit. All of the retail investors are getting involved, and we can see support from so many countries across the world. The United Kingdom, Canada, Brazil, China, Taiwan, Germany. It seems like everybody's jumping in, everybody is holding the line, and we're telling these institutions and these big hedge funds that no, you're not going to win this battle. This isn't something that you can do. You're not shorting stocks like GameStop and AMC and driving them into the ground. We're getting behind this movement, we're jumping in, and we're holding the line. Now, in this video, we're going to discuss the numbers, kind of how many shares are being shorted, what these positions look like, how much money the hedge funds have lost so far, and kind of what the outlook looks like, and when we can get the next update. Now, if this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. We're going to grow our portfolios together, and we're just going to grow together. Now, if you like the content on this channel, please don't forget to click that like button. If the subscribe button is still red, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and become a bro, and let's grow together. Alright, so first, before you can really understand what a short squeeze is, you need to understand what it means to short a stock. Now, normally when you think about buying a stock, you think, okay, we're going to buy this stock at a low price, and then later we're going to sell it for a higher price. Well, when you short a position, you expect that stock price to go lower over time. So you sell that stock now, hopefully for a higher price, and then you buy it back later at a lower price. And institutions and these hedge fund managers on Wall Street were doing this like crazy with companies like GameStop in hopes to drive the stock price lower themselves. Now they thought, yeah, GameStop, AMC, they're going to have a very hard time surviving the pandemic, and it made sense to them to short these positions, but they did it in such great quantities that they were trying to drive the stock price lower themselves in hopes to buy it back and make a fortune later. So what does this look like? They were selling the position high and then hoping to buy it back lower. But this group on Reddit, this subgroup called WallStreetBets, said not today, right? Not today. You're not going to short positions like GameStop and AMC and get away with it. So we're buying these positions. And what happens when you buy a stock? The price goes up because more and more people are wanting to buy and they're willing to pay a higher price. Now, not only are they buying this stock, but we're buying this stock and holding this stock. Now, what does that do? When less shares become available to trade, obviously the stock price is going to go up. And then what do these institutions have to do? They're required to cover their short positions, and therefore, after the stock price has risen so much, they have to buy that stock back at a much higher price. So not only will they be forced to lose money buying the stock back at a higher price, when they buy that stock back, it's going to drive the stock price even higher because there's so much buying going on. Now, what do the numbers look like? Okay, we're going to look at two companies. We're going to look at GameStop and we're going to look at AMC. Now, GameStop is it's a very heavily shorted stock right now. They release numbers twice a month, and the most recent one we have is from January 15th, and all of these numbers are going to be coming from Yahoo Finance. So as of January 15th, 88.5% of all of the shares outstanding for GameStop were being shorted. So what does this mean? This means that for every share that GameStop has, 88.5% of them were being shorted, and the majority of this is going to be by institutions, right? So they were heavily shorting this stock, and they're required to go out and buy back everything that they were shorting. And when we look at AMC, what is the short percentage on AMC? It's a lot less than it is on GameStop, but it's still very heavily shorted. 20% of all of the outstanding shares for AMC were being shorted as of January 15th. Now, yes, we're going to get the most recent numbers and the most recent updated numbers hopefully at the beginning of this coming week or sometime early next week. and we're going to be able to see what's updated now and how many shares are being shorted, if they were able to cover their positions, and what exactly is going on. But we do know, we can see a lot of the recent headlines, we do know how much money hedge funds have lost so far. Now, Melvin Capital started the year with $12.5 billion under management, and they lost over 53% of this just in January alone, not only on stocks like GameStop, but other shorting positions and other bets they had going on as well. They lost 53% of their capital in 1 month alone. Now, this is a huge loss. This was over $6 billion that they lost in 1 month. But the money keeps flowing in. Somehow they're still getting money, and they've brought their assets under management up to around $8 billion is what they're starting February with. And it's crazy to think that people are still willing to go and back up these hedge funds when we know what they're doing, right? But that's what they've always done, and that's what they're going to continue to do. So, where does this movement come into play? What are we going to see? Is it over with? Is it too late to get into stocks like GameStop and AMC? I'm going to say absolutely not, because the short squeeze really hasn't even begun yet. We haven't seen these hedge funds and these big institutions cover all of their short positions, which is what they're required to do. So obviously we're going to have more information in the week to come when we have the newest and most updated numbers. But when you look out there and you see that 20% of AMC is still being shorted, 89% of GameStop is still being shorted, we know that they have to buy these positions back. So guys, we need to hold the line. We need to drive these stock prices up. We need to really show them that it's not something they can do. Now, what have we seen recently? We've seen institutions and brokerages, and it's almost like they've got their back against the wall and they're willing to cheat, right? If you've got a broker that sold your shares, let us know down in the comments below. If you've got a broker that said, no, you can't buy this position, you can only sell this position, let us know down in the comments below. Let us know what these guys are trying to do, and they're really trying to hold back this movement the best they can. Because when you see billionaires losing billions of dollars, they have to bend the rules to continue playing the game, right? They can't allow this to happen to themselves, and they're the ones that currently think they have the power. When really, when we band together, when a group of investors comes together, we have the power. We as retail investors have the power to decide what we do with our money and where these stock prices can go. So to sum it all up, 20% of AMC shares are currently being shorted. 89% of GameStop shares are currently being shorted. We're going to have the new numbers in the week to come, and of course we're going to go over them and kind of see what's going on. And Melvin Capital has already lost over $6 billion, or 53% of the assets that they started the year with. Now guys, I want to know who's holding the line, who out there has diamond hands. If you're in this movement, where you're from, what country you're from, and whether or not you believe in it, and if you're in GameStop, if you're in AMC, and really what you think the outcome is going to be. So let us know down in the comments below, guys. Throw those diamond hands up. Let's join together, let's hold the line, and let's keep this movement going. Now, a couple ways you can get involved. If you're not already, you can share this video, you can share the word and spread the word of what's going on here, that it isn't just some group on Wall Street Bets anymore versus Wall Street. They're not alone. It's everybody versus Wall Street, and this is a movement that we're behind. And if you're ready to make that investment, if you're ready to buy GameStop, if you're ready to buy AMC and you don't yet have a brokerage and you want to use the link for Webull in the description below, please click on that link. You're going to get 4 free stocks just for signing up and funding your account. And guys, if you like the content on this channel, please don't forget to click that like button. If the subscribe button is still red, do me a favor, you got one more shot, subscribe to the channel, become a bro, and let's grow together. And until the next time, I hope that all of you have an awesome day.